Hey guys, so today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my bead drill slash Dremel. I'm actually not quite 100% sure what it's supposed to be called. I think it's just called a Dremel. Oh, here we go. We can just look at this. Aerospace is by Aerospace is the brand. And what you use these for is to put holes into things you want to turn into beads. Very, very handy. So happy I learned about this. I have been doing it and it's been very, very handy because I have these keychains I made the other day. Oops, not that one. These keychains I made the other day with this adorable green kitty cat. And I have these bead bows, but they unfortunately the way they string up are sideways, and I really did not want these to go sideways. I wanted these to go across like I have them now. So I decided, you know, it's finally time to bust out my bead drill or bead Dremel, or I'm not sure what their official name. They have a lot of different names, but anyway, I had this in the box for a while. My husband got it for me because he's the best. And I had it in the box for so long just because I guess I was intimidated. I just didn't want to open it for some reason. But I finally opened it. And I'm going to show you guys how you use it and why you should get one because they were awesome. Here are all the different bits that come with it. They have different sizes because, as you know, beads. Oh my God, can I get this open? Beads. Oh my God, how do you get this? Oh, goodness gracious, I opened it just fine before. But as you know, beads all have different types of holes. So there's different types of holes. So this is a 1.2 millimeter hole. This will make a 1 millimeter hole, and so on and so forth. They all have different sizes, and they get from small to big. And let me see, which ones did I use for these bows? I don't remember. Let's see, which one has residue on it? I'll just do the 1.5, I think. That should be fine. But it's really neat. I'll show you how it works. Well, everybody needs one, because if you see something that's really cute, that's small, and you want to turn it into a bead, you now have the power. So you just turn it on by hitting that power button. I did not insert the drill bit though. Let me put my drill bit inside. So what you do is just put it inside, tighten it. Now, first thing I'm going to show, I'm actually going to try out some new things with you guys on camera, and I'll get to that in a second. This is the easiest thing. This thing does get caught sometimes, but this is the easiest thing. So here's my bow that I want to put a new hole in. Like I said, they come like this, and I don't want my bead to hang like this. I want it to be like this. So we're going to add a hole, you know, from the bottom to the top, or from the top to the bottom. I find it the easiest to go from the bottom because these little legs right here kind of hold it in place. So let's customize this bead. I'm going to turn it on like that. The little indicator down here tells you which way the drill is spinning. To my knowledge, I don't think it matters. And I have it on, what was that, 600, 500 speed. I think it's one of the lower settings. Hopefully the camera will focus, but I kind of just going to start applying a little bit of pressure. As you can see, I wish this light wasn't on here. You guys might be able to see better. It's showing up really blue on the camera, but it's actually not blue in person. It's kind of like more white. But hopefully, yep, it's kind of going through. I'm a little bit crooked because I'm filming this. But going to the top now. It does tend to get caught too. I'm kind of learning how to use it better. So it does tend to get caught once you get more than about, I don't know, a ½ inch into something. The drill tends to get caught because it's not super strong. Oh, I actually went through this time. Sometimes what'll happen to me is it'll get stuck in the middle and then this bead will start spinning. That's happened a lot, but anyway, so now I have a hole. I've created my hole in the top, as you can see, and it comes out to the bottom. Sometimes there's a little bit of residue on there and I just blow it out, but we have a nice clean hole that we can thread on to our string now. And that's how I made those other keychains. Now we have a new hole, so that's that. These are the easy mode. These were easy mode. Doing these bows because it's very, very soft plastic. So on to the next thing that I've been using this for. Let me shut this off for a second. On to the next thing I've been trying to drill is I have these Flintstone beads. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure I put this in the right spot. That's one it has a hole in it now. I have a little baggie of ones that I've put holes in. Put that to the side. So I have these adorable Flintstone beads. And when I got these, I'm like, you know what would be adorable? Is to have some bone beads. It'll match Pebbles', you know, hair bone tie thing. I thought that would be so cute. So I didn't really want to use these yet until I found some bone beads. Y'all, I could not find any bone beads that, you know, looked the way I wanted to, that looked the way I wanted them to look, and actually had a hole. These, the ones that I did find were just like this, but they had a hole top to bottom. To me, I think that's kind of boring to have the bone just going upside down. I mean, up and down like that. I kind of wanted, my vision was to have the bones on the string kind of like this, cascading, and you'll see my vision later on when I have the maker video for this project. But I kind of wanted the bones to be hanging this way, not this way. Okay, I think this is kind of boring. I wanted them to be sideways, kind of crooked. I thought that'd be super cute. So I've already made put a couple holes in these practicing, but this one's a little bit hard, and I'll show you what you might run into. I do wish that this model was a little bit stronger, because I feel like it's slightly weak. I wish that it was a little bit stronger so that, I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit because this bone is a lot harder, a little bit harder plastic, but it will get caught sometime, so I'm gonna hold it steady. Hopefully the camera's focusing. I'm gonna start where we wanna put our hole at, and it will kind of dance around too a little bit. I just have to hold firm. You start getting a little divot. There we go. We're in. And just slowly work at it. And I'm learning the best way to do this. Sometimes because it will get caught, I've learned that maybe kind of doing a slight circular motion kind of will help with that. I guess to make the hole a little bit bigger. I don't know, y'all. It's a learning curve. I don't know what I'm doing. My first, second, and third time using this, so I'm still learning. Hopefully it won't get caught, but if it does get caught, you guys will understand what I'm talking about, that you might run into when you're drilling stuff. So this is the second hardest material. The third thing I'm gonna drill is a Tom and Jerry figurine I got from a gotcha machine in an Asian supermarket, and I really wanna put a hole through that because I have a lot of Tom and Jerry beads, and I thought that would be very cute to string onto that project, but I have to put a hole in Jerry. So I got 2 of them. Oh, actually, y'all, it went through. I can't believe it. Well, I'm glad I haven't had any mishaps on camera, but sometimes it'll get stuck and then you'll have your thing just spinning like that because it gets stuck, but thankfully that didn't happen this time. But yeah, that's kind of what it does, and it's so handy, y'all. You can kind of customize a bead to your needs whenever you need to, and it's a really cool thing to have. I love having it. Sometimes what I'll do is go back in there and kind of do a little motion like that, just to make sure the hole is nice and clean and clear, and there you have it. A customized bead. I can kind of put the hole anywhere I want. So that's awesome for that. That's the second thing I've been wanting to show you guys for the demonstration. And now together what we're gonna do, now for the scary one, because I've done these already, y'all. I've mastered the bone and the bows, but now I have this Tom and Jerry gotcha figure I want to put a hole in. So this is going to be the scary part because, oops, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, just because I'm assuming this is pretty hard plastic. And if the bones were hard to drill through, this is definitely going to be hard to drill through, you know, so let's see how it does. This is why I got this drill, so I can make holes and stuff like this. So let's see if we can figure it out together. If I mess them up, then you guys get to laugh at me on camera because I got it all on camera. So that's what it looks like. I really want a Tom and Jerry one, but I got Spike and then 2 Jerrys, so I didn't want to spend any more money because each gotcha was $5 when I got this. So isn't that adorable though? Thankfully I do like Spike, so I'm very happy to have Spike, but definitely wanted, you know, Tom to go with Jerry, but you can't always have everything you want. So let's just see if we can get a hole into Jerry. Like I said, this one is a little bit weak. I don't know if other brands of Dremels are stronger, but like I said, it does tend to get caught if it's, you know, or maybe it might just be my technique. I don't know. Now I gotta figure out what's the best way to tackle this. I figure if I go from the bottom, I'm gonna be kind of blind, so I think it'd be better to go in from the top. I'm trying to keep in mind his center of gravity. If I string him up, I don't want him to be like, kind of funny, so I'm thinking right behind the ear would be the best spot. That's what I'm thinking. That's my thinking. So let's try, y'all. I'm gonna give it a shot. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna do this together. Should I? Maybe I should. It's gonna be kind of hard to hold it. Let me zoom in maybe, so that way I don't have to worry about it focusing. All right, let's see if we can get this. I'm so nervous. Let's see. If it goes out of frame, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus on not running this figure, so I'm gonna do my best to keep it in frame for y'all. All right, here we go. I think right here would be a good spot. Oh, so far so good. Oh, he's actually quite soft. I thought he would be really hard plastic, y'all. This is great. Is that melting on there? One time I had the drill spinning so fast on one of the bones that the bones melted around the drill. It was kind of funny. I'm trying to keep that from happening. I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna kind of just wiggle it and gyrate it a little bit. Maybe that might be the technique, y'all. I don't know, but I find that doing this kind of keeps it up. It's getting a little caught. I don't know if you heard the motor struggling. I don't want it to get stuck. Oh, it went through, y'all. Oh my God. That was actually easier to drill than the bone. I'm so shocked. Yeah, it just went through the other side. Oh no, it went right there though. That's not good. It wasn't really in the center. Oh no. Well, hopefully that won't matter. Looks like I grazed his head too. There's a little mark right there. But that shouldn't matter. We're gonna see that. We're not really gonna see that when he's on a keychain, but let me see if I can fix. I don't think there's any fixing that. I was so focused on the drill getting caught that I didn't take into account. Sorry guys, I might be out of focus for a minute. I'm trying to focus on not ruining this. Oh, I was so focused on, oh, you know what I can do? I'm gonna turn this off and get a bigger hole now. Make a bigger hole now, because I feel like that's too small. In my opinion. I'm gonna give him a bigger hole. Definitely gonna want to use the thicker nylon string for the keychain that's using him. Let's go with what is this? 1.8, 1.6. I don't know, y'all. Maybe 1.8. I think those beads have like 2mm holes. These. Oops, I just messed up all my drill bits. I think these acrylic focals have really big beads. I mean big holes. All right, let's see if we can make this bigger. Turn it back on. I do hate that it's kind of off center, but hopefully, like I said, it won't matter. I don't know what I did or how I did that. See how it's struggling a little bit? Oh, there we go. Alright, there we go. It's a little bit bigger. I'm going to go into the bottom now. I feel like this bottom is getting a little extra. A lot of extra. Alright, there we go. I think that's gonna have to be good. We're kind of getting all the back of his head a little bit, but it's okay. Alright, he's got a hole. I'm just shocked. I thought sure this would be like harder plastic. But I'm really happy that I don't have to worry about that. So that's good to know that these little figures will be easy to drill through. Super easy to drill through. Alright, y'all, and that is my clean cut hole for the Jerry. How about that? Like I said, sorry if he was out of frame during a lot of this. I had to focus on not ruining him, but we did it. But that is how you use this bead Dremel. Really cool, very fun, very nice tool to have. Let me turn this off now. Highly recommend it. Like I said, I don't know if this is the best one out there. I don't know. You know, I did briefly a little bit of research, but ended up, going with this one. It had pretty good reviews. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten it. It's called Aerospace. I will leave the link down below in the description if you guys want to pick it up. Why not? I do have other links. I've been sharing in the bottom of my videos so you guys know what kind of string I use in my little, my other like keychain supplies like these and stuff. I have a little links down in my description sometimes so you guys can find those easily in my nylon string that I buy. Just to make, your life a little bit easier. Sometimes it's easier to just go have a link than having to go hunt it yourself, but I'll find a link for this and leave that down in the description if you want to buy this one. But yeah, I'm honestly shocked I did that. I'm very happy. That is going to be so handy to have for different things. I just need to go find some cheaper gotcha figures because getting them from an actual gotcha is a little bit expensive. Maybe somebody on eBay who got a bunch of ones they don't want might be a good place to go. And I know a lot of people use those Disney durables, on their keychains and stuff. I don't really care about Disney durables, but if that's your thing, you could go get you some Disney durables and drill them and put them in the keychains. Why not? But yeah, that is my demo for the bead Dremel / bead drill, and just sharing it with you guys and just sharing cool things that I discover. So that's cool. I now have a Jerry bead. All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.